Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to be installing several accessories on my Kawasaki Ninja 400. So without wasting too much time, let's take a look at what I'm going to be installing today. So what do we have is a Pro Grip clear gas tank pad, then a clear tank traction pads, and then a radiator grill, a Shogun swing arm spools, and Kemimoto Fender eliminator. Before I start installing the products I just showed you, I wanted to do a quick mention of something that I already installed last week. I was looking for a solution to mount my cell phone, and I saw different guys doing different things, but this is kind of what I came up with. I piecemealed this thing from 3 different vendors, and it seems to be working out quite well. So what I use right now is a rock form case and a rock form mount on my Harley, as well as my other bike and in my car. So I wanted to stick to the same rock form mounting system. All right, so what I wound up doing is I purchased 3 different pieces. So let me take this thing apart really quickly and you'll get an idea what these are. So first thing is a Winford fork stem ball base. So this thing goes right into the stem of the bike. It is universal, so it has different diameter pieces that go inside. You tighten it with a center screw, and it's very, very tight. The second piece that I have is a rem mount, and I went with a short one, simply because I wanted to keep a low profile. Now you can obviously go with different sizes for different reasons. You can also use this to mount your GoPro either facing forward, facing you, and that's actually kind of what I do with this as well when I ride and I want the GoPro facing me, and you can adjust the different angles. And like I said, they have short, medium, and long. So depending on your use case, these are obviously interchangeable, so you can get any size. And like I said, a rock form ball adapter. So this thing works perfectly with a rem mount. And you just tighten this whole thing up. Position your rock form mount. This thing has a quick release, and it works really well. I will post the links to all of these pieces as well as the ones that I'm going to install on the bike right now. All right, so let's go ahead and get everything installed. All right, so the first thing that I'm going to install is a Pro Grip clear gas tank pad. Let's quickly wipe it down with alcohol. It is a 2-piece product, so let's start with the bottom piece to get everything started and aligned properly. And now the upper portion. Alright, so next I'm going to install a clear gas tank traction pads. Now I wanted to go with clear ones, and unfortunately I couldn't find the one specifically made for a Ninja 400. So I was able to find these. They're slightly cut differently, well, for a different bike. So I'll have to just play around with this a little bit and find the best position I possibly can to get these things mounted properly. All right, let's go ahead and do it. So this thing's installed. The only problem with clear track pads is that you see every single bubble. So working each one out is a little bit of a pain, but I took a heat gun. I worked the edges a little bit to get everything stick nicely, and tiny needle to make a couple holes on some of these bigger bubbles, and the little ones I'm not going to worry about it too much, because there's just not too much you can do about it, unfortunately. Alright, so let's go ahead and do the other side. Alright, up next is a Shogun swing arm spools. It's a pretty simple, pretty straightforward install. It's just one bolt. Next, let's go ahead and install the radiator grill guard. So first thing that we need to do is we have to install these clips that go to the each corner of the grill. There's one on that side, and if I can focus, there's one on the other corner. Now let's get the grill, position it, and put the screws in. And last but not least, let's go ahead and install Fender eliminator. First, let's go ahead and remove the passenger pillion. Next, we're going to lift this plastic door. And inside this rubber boot, if you can see this, there's 3 plugs. We have our brake, and we have both turn signals. Alright, you can't really mess them up. They have a specific connection for each one. The easiest way to remove these, because there's such tight space here, is just use a very thin screwdriver. Get underneath these little clips that hold them in place, lift it up, and pull the plug out. Do the same thing for each one. Alright, once these 3 wires are undone, get them out of the way. It'll give you access to these 4 Torx screws. Go ahead and get those removed. Once the tail section is out, go ahead and remove these 2 screws and these 2 screws to get this metal bracket out. Alright, so next what we have to do here is we got to remove these 2 screws. Make sure to retain them, the washers and the rubber gaskets. And then for the turn signals, there's a little screw here and a metal retainer, and the same thing on the other side, screw in the metal retainer. So let's get all of that removed. have turn signals and a license plate light out of the stock piece. Let's install everything on a new tail tidy. The same exact way we took it off from the original piece, and let's get it installed on the... Alright guys, so that was a quick and fairly easy install of several accessories that I think are pretty useful for my Kawasaki Ninja 400. For the Fender eliminator, do take your time with turn signals when you're putting them back in. The metal stays are a little bit of a pain to get them back in place, so just take a tiny screwdriver and kind of work around the edges to get it back in place and get it tightened up. Do stay tuned for more things to be installed on my bike. I'm going to leave the links to all the accessories that I installed on my bike in case if you guys are interested in installing it on yours. As always, if this video was useful to some of you, please don't forget to give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and I will see you guys soon. Take care.